Welcome to the new podcast. You here with me, Shy Newson, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce the co-host. Oh, go ahead, introduce yourself,
It's your
actually.
girl, Jasmine, with her podcast voice.
And I love the podcast voice. I'm not going to lie. And today was the first day I got my first listen to the podcast voice. So how you want to do this? Should we just hop right in? Or you want
Let's
to?
talk about how we're feeling right now.
How you feeling? This is our first. How
this
you
is
feeling?
Crazy. I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. I feel a little nervous too. I've done something like this when I went to school for it, but at the same time, there was things to do. There was guidelines. Right now, we have topics, but we're still going to kind of give it the natural flow.
It also helps that you perform all the time.
Yeah.
You're an artist. Yeah. You're a literal artist. Like you do this. This is your thing. So
you making it sound like it's a cheat code.
Natural.
It's not a cheat code, you guys.
It's definitely a cheat code.
Look, all I do is I just say in the mirror, and then I just try to hope that it sounds exactly how it sounds when I'm alone. Yeah, you know, a little secret. Okay. You know, we're gonna keep it between me and you. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's dive in.
Okay, let's dive on in.
Let's get the nerves out. So first, let's talk about the Grammys. Did you watch the Grammys?
Lord.
Did you enjoy it?
I did not watch the Grammys.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, look. I've never watched a Grammys.
Oh.
I've never watched the Grammys.
Really?
I really wish you had told me, gave me some homework to watch it. But I'm willing to, talk about, what happened. Apparently there was a lot of buzz.
There was a
lot of
there was a lot. Before we even get into the nominations and what Kenny did pretty much and what happened to Drake, you know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and just get into what happened when they first, the red carpet, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the red carpet.
So did you hear about Kanye? Mr. Ye himself.
Oh, you know what? Yes. Are you talking about with his
What's her name?
Lady?
Blanca? That's her name? Miss
Kim 2.0.
Kim, I was just about to say Kim 2.0. Hey,
Her
I'm not
scandalous. I don't even know what you want to call it.
What is Kim? What is the clothing line? What is that called? Skims. Well, Kanye wife or girlfriend or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Call her. She had skin.
Yeah,
you know,
just skin.
Yeah, it was pretty much skin.
It was just a mesh.
What do they call it? A sheer?
A little mesh. Maybe it's a mesh material.
Mesh.
Mesh.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't see. This is when I tap out. I don't know much about fashion when it comes to what you can see through or whatever.
Okay.
I see people like Lenny Kravitz do it. He always wearing that.
He's all
of that stuff. But
she wasn't trying to channel Kravitz.
That was an inner Lenny
she
Kravitz
went a
right
whole,
there.
Yeah.
She went a whole love and another love until she made another love, and then I guess it ended up right.
But basically, she looks naked.
Yeah. So she came out, she looked naked, and I'm not gonna hold you. I thought it was gonna be a big thing, just because it was it's Kanye West, and you know what he did to Taylor. So we kind of all expected this or
holding
whatever.
Our breath for him to
do something crazy. But no, he got up out the jam. He went out there. Yeah, he was like, here we go. Lady friend, wife, whatever you want to call her. Because what is she? Is that his wife or girlfriend?
Yeah, I've not been in this.
Whatever the case is, instantly, right? Outside, they checked the crowd. Kai Cenat popped up out of nowhere.
Wait,
bro, I'm telling you, this is like an episode.
I love that for him.
This is like an episode of Office. You don't know what's gonna happen next. I promise you.
For sure.
Kanye West comes out. He pretty much walks out to the not entirely to the red carpet, but towards the red carpet, and then you just see, I don't know, bro. Look, blink twice, Blanca, Shorty, if you're okay, but
a lot of people are speculating that she's being manipulated
in some fashion.
Really bad.
I don't want to put that on Ye, you know what I'm saying? I love Ye, but at the same time,
I will say when she did the reveal, she did look a little apprehensive.
She turned around to him and was just giving him whatever the chatter is.
It looked a little, I'm not those people that are super into body language. There's some truth to it, but some people go really in depth with that stuff. But you can for sure, I feel like you can for sure see in her face that this is something that she was reluctant to do.
Yeah, no, I had that feeling. It just felt like, you know, it was just so performative. You know, it could have been like RCG, and a lot of people, you know, they brought up what happened with Lady Gaga, or you know, all the other people that comes up there wearing meatloafs and stuff. But at the same time,
that's
a gimmick tour. Let me flash
different.
all these kids,
because
and
it's literally against the law
to
be
naked. But they figure it out. I mean, Instagram said, hey, we can do this now. So, you know, we're doing it in the world. You know, Instagram made the laws. But let's go ahead and get into it. So, yeah, we had the 67 annual Grammy Awards. It was held February 2nd, the day after my birthday. It was at the Crypto Arena, which is in Los Angeles. You know, it was celebrated. It was amazing. You know, I'm gonna be real. It was kind of like you. I haven't really watched too many Grammys, but it was something about this.
It seemed
Grammy.
like a lot of people tuned in.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they did something different. I don't know what it was, but it was something different. But you know, there was like, let's talk about this one. All right, let's get it to Miss B. She Beyonce, for y'all don't know, the Queen.
B.
Okay, let's start there.
Put some respect on that name.
You know what I mean? We're gonna put that respect on that name. But she got 11 nominations.
11.
Yes, that is a new
11
record.
Is crazy
For female artists in a single year. That is crazy.
Insane.
Yeah. So she, you know, she won that.
Okay.
She had 11 nominations, but she did win Album of the Year. You know.
Yeah.
Now,
I heard there were some
controversies
behind that.
It was
a lot of people
Taylor.
did not agree.
Taylor is the one that introduced that, if I'm not mistaken, right? I could be lying to you. In this instance, Taylor introduced that Beyonce, you know, by the way, just know everything here is real until you say it's not. So Taylor went out, introduced Beyonce. She came up there, accepted the award for Album of the Year. And, you know, Taylor kind of made like a little joke, you know, like kind of referencing the Kanye situation. Because think about it, what did Kanye West say?
No,
he was
what
like,
did she say?
Well, Kanye West was the one that was like, what did she say? I don't really remember what she said. I'm going to be honest.
But she made like
she made reference.
Like, a nod.
Yeah. Because it was like, you know, this is what I had right here. And my boy just decided to pop up and say something about Beyonce, but now Beyonce got hers. So this is like I owe you. This is an I owe you award.
You know what? Yeah.
That's what it's starting to feel like. You know.
I totally see that.
Yeah. Did you listen to Cowboy Carter?
I've heard the popular song.
You heard the popular? I mean, that's okay.
I'm so scared. Oh my God. I'm so scared to say this.
Go ahead, say it. It's a safe space.
Is it really?
It is. It's
but
literally
this is gonna be posted.
It's just us two.
Gonna be posted? Okay.
And our guardian angel in the background making sure we sound great.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's okay. Say it. No pressure.
I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan.
Okay, so
Ooh.
Her name is Jasmine.
Ooh. Doxed
I'm Shy Newsom. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure, you know.
I'm not, and look, I'm not saying that like she's not a great artist. She's definitely like has like a lot of songs that I enjoy. I was just never like the biggest fan. I don't know if you can like tell from my appearance. I also, you know, was more so into alternative music, which probably had to do with that. With that,
I mean, I give you this.
Yeah.
Beyonce isn't for everyone. Like, even for me, I'm not turning on a Beyonce song, but if you turn it on, I'm not turning it off.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
You know, she's an amazing musician. You know, I'll stick up for her. But I can definitely tell you, I'm not gonna be the main one. Like, I'm not in the Beehive. I'm an associate. You know, like I'm a defender of the Beehive. You know, like I participate.
I'm definitely one of the worker bees outside the Beehive. You know,
like the people that be doing the science. What is it, Scientology or whatever, or whatever the religion is.
Be careful.
What I do? I smack?
No, be careful with Scientology.
Oh, yeah. Nah. Fuck it. So, like, you know, I'm just like them. You know, I just be popping outside. You know, like, they got it's like degrees.
And we're
already deep diving
targets.
in. We type targets on our backs. Hey, I love Tom Cruise. Will Smith is the best. But all right, let's just get off that topic. Anyways,
Wait, Will
Smith
was part of Scientology?
Who?
Will Smith?
Hey, I mean, look. All I know is Will Smith is.
Maybe that can be another topic we'll talk about.
Yeah, we gotta give Will Smith his moments right now because he's coming out with good music. But let's stay the topic.
Yeah,
let's go right back to So Beyonce, she did that. She won album of the year, Cowboy Carter.
Okay.
So that's her first win in that category. You know,
for Queen Bee.
Claps for her. That's after 5 nominations. She finally got it. You know, I owe you. But overall, let's talk about it. Let's get to the nitty gritty. We all know what the whole night was really about. We wanted to see and hear Kenny Lamar. Kung Fu Kenny. Kung Fu Kenny did exactly what we thought he would do. He took that broom. He was just sweeping. He came on the stage with a broom. He was just sweeping. He was
Last year was his year.
It was, but this year was.
It's exactly. And it's bleeding over, and I'm here for it.
It's his summer. It's probably gonna be his winter too.
I'm here for it,
and I'm here for look. hey. FYI, I'm here for the Party album. I'm not against it. I'm just saying, you know, realistically, we know what happened. Kenny put that foot down. You know what I'm saying? He fucked you up.
As he should.
Fucked you up. You had an opportunity, but yes, he swept pretty much all 5 of his nominations, and that including like Record of the Year and Song of the Year. He was just sweeping them hoes.
Wow.
Yeah, so like that was his most like decorative like wins for the Grammy. You know, like at least. Like I said, everything is real until you guys say otherwise, but at least that's as far as I know. Like, Kenny was really, like, proving us that even though it did, like, started from a beef, he made great music from it still. He made iconic music. That's like Hit 'Em Up with Tupac. You know, that was a beef song, but look at the whole West Coast literally was... You know what I mean?
Yes.
Getting
I
right
think we
to
had
it.
this conversation before.
Yeah. Most definitely.
It definitely gave that vibe.
And to this day, right now, that whole Tupac wave survived. And like we can say from the outside looking in, Kenny had a resurgence, but West Coast never lost that pride. So like just to hear it in the album form for us, GNX, it was amazing. I loved it.
That is really sick. Wow.
So that was pretty cool. Here we're gonna skip some of the topics because don't really care about some of these people. Let's talk about it, man. Posty Malone, bro. Let's talk about Posty Malone, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do you feel? Do you like?
I don't know much about Posty. Look,
that's
once
White
again,
Iverson.
I feel like all the the past few days I've been like blowing your mind. When it comes to like music.
That's okay. You can get away with that.
But anyway, I do know of Posty. Very, very popular on the interwebs.
Very popular guy.
I know of a couple of his songs.
So he did a song with Taylor.
He did.
That was the Fortnite song. You know, to all you Fortnites.
He also seems like a really nice guy.
I mean, he did not win.
Oh. Posty.
But it was a dope collaboration, It was a dope collaboration. I mean, in 2025, I'm going to be honest, to say Post Malone and Taylor Swift did a song is crazy. It's just crazy.
Well, she also did a song with Ice Spice, so are we really surprised? It seems like she's really, like, dabbling and taking risks. Yeah, there you go.
She got that black...
especially with the audience that she has.
She got some of that black you know what I mean?
Oh.
To be frank, like she just started. It's understandable. Like I've dated outside of the race, and once you start dabbling in, like me, I started listening to reggaeton. I'm like, you know what I mean?
For sure, you
get right up in there. But we be at the clubs,
for sure. Yeah.
Not many people, understand that, know that, but your boy Shy over here, he got the little rhythm over here. But anyways, back to the subject, I guess. It was an interesting collab. I thought that was pretty cool.
What vibe did they go for? Like, was it? Because I know, like, he's doing like country now, right?
He is doing country, and
was it a country?
I'm glad you said that.
Was it a country drop?
It was not. So I was expecting that. And the thing is about Posty,
we gotta listen to this on the way back.
Hey, we can do it. I would play it now, but You know,
I don't copyright.
Next time. No. I'm pretty sure we can, do something in here when we post it. You know what I mean? They'll just hear the lyrics. They won't hear the music. You know, I've seen all types of tricks out there. But no, Posty, man, like, I was expecting to hear the country, and what ended up happening was it was the pop field. And I mean, I guess country still is popular music, but y'all get what I say when I say pop and I say the words Post Malone's. Yeah. So it was that vibe. So it was like, all of that vibrato shit. Okay. Like, it was all like that, FYI, I can sing, y'all.
Got vibrato?
That's all he does. Like I guess if you only know like his older music, then you wouldn't really get that. But if you listen to some of his newer, we're gonna, just like how we put you through that yesterday with what artist was that we had to put
Pharrell?
you on? It was Pharrell, y'all. We had to put her on the Pharrell because we was watching the Lego movie. We'll talk about that next time, y'all. That'll be on the next podcast about how
it definitely
Jazzy
has to
didn't
be
know.
its own.
That's its own episode.
Its own episode.
But
it did blow my mind.
Hey. All of those songs are created by him, but
crazy.
As part like back to Posty, we'll put you on to him. We'll give you more of an insight. But yeah, they did that song. I thought that was pretty cool. That was a notable, like a collaboration. We could talk about a little fashion again. We know about what happened with Bianca, like I said in the beginning. Like, I'm just kind of curious though, as a woman, right? Yeah. So, how do you really feel about her doing that? Do you think here's the tough questions. Do you really think that she should have done that? Or just because, my life, my body,
Right.
So is that, is there any moment of accountability, or is this just like, we just need to adapt to this? Like everybody, including my little kids. I'm just curious.
I mean, like, as in like the overexposure of like skin,
areola, nippies.
Areola.
Yeah, can we say that? We're gonna say it anyways. Areolas.
This is a scientific term.
Yeah, we should be able to say that.
So you're asking, should it be acceptable?
Yeah, you could tap out.
Like I said, it is illegal to be in public naked, which is basically what she did. I wouldn't go as far as like people, like I've seen comments of people like, she should just call the police. She should be in jail. Like, relax. Calm down.
It's not that serious, bro.
We can name and shame her, and that's it.
Yeah. So she's on the cancel side of things.
Is she canceled?
I don't think you.
I don't think she's canceled.
I mean, you can't be canceled being with Kanye West, so it's like you're uncancelable at that point.
No, I think she's on the safer side of the relationship, definitely. Yeah. Especially since people think he's the one.
He's being
the mastermind behind the way that she dresses.
It makes sense.
I'm also not in her head, so like I can't say for sure what's going on. Personally, skin doesn't bother me, but I can see why it bothers others.
It didn't bother me. I'm pretty sure it'll bother the mothers of my kids, but
yeah,
like I was happy to see those. Those are some beautiful breasts. I thought
she is a gorgeous woman.
I thought it was amazing.
She's a gorgeous woman.
I've seen big, I've seen plump, I've seen petite, I've seen voluptuous. Is that a word? Voluptuous?
Voluptuous.
There we go. I put an F in there. Voluptuous today.
I like that.
I love those. The ones that fluctuates, the one that get big, round, and then it goes like, but it's always got a shape to it.
Yeah.
I love boobs. With this? I love boobs. And
boobs are awesome. Boobs are
awesome. They come in all
they
different
nurture
shapes
life.
And size. Yeah. Like they give you your own identity, And sometimes the left and the right have their own identity.
They really do.
Yeah, that was our session.
They're
there
sisters, not twins.
Sorry, y'all. That was our boob segment there.
Maybe that can be its own episode as well. Boobs.
Hey, we're gonna take notes after this. So you're okay with it, basically. Let's put a ribbon on it.
I'm okay with it. Yeah. I'm okay with it. Just don't have your hoo-ha out.
Hoo-ha.
Yeah.
It was out.
Hoo-ha was out. Your hoo-ha does not need to be out.
Boy.
The girlies do not need to be out. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I feel like this is a difficult conversation for me,
question.
Especially I'm also like really biased because like I think like women are beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Women are so gorgeous.
I agree. I feel that.
Yeah, every day I'm just like, damn, women are so beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Except the ones that aren't.
dress however you want, sister.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
I just want you to feel
But
sexy
let's
and
think
empowered.
about what we wear in front of cameras. So with that being said, I just wanted to throw that out because we did bring that up earlier in the pod, but I just wanted to, like kind of just hone into the fact of, everybody has their own opinion about that. And to be honest, like I'm sitting here talking shit, I'm speaking for the mother of my kids or whatever, but I can't really speak for them. And realistically, you can do whatever you want, and it is art, no matter what. I mean, music is art, presentation is art. So, in some fashions, it's okay. And if we're gonna judge, fuck it, judge. Just do it. It's okay. Judge to your own, likings. But anyways.
To an extent.
To an extent. We should put a limit to how much we judge people,
It's definitely a slippery slope sometimes.
Yeah.
The way some people take it.
Yeah. I'm one of those people. Like, I can love a judgment, and I can really hate a judgment,
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
But, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. We gonna edit that out. So, we got... AI and music. How does that make you feel? I think
AI and music.
Yeah. So here's one thing. Before we hop in this, I want to let y'all know AI existed way, way, way before you thought it existed. Okay.
Yeah. Probably.
In music,
for sure. Oh yeah.
Including starting with the Beatles. We learned this on the Grammys. I learned this. So I'm talking shit like I knew this all along. I didn't. I learned this on the Grammy. But at the same time, so apparently, the Beatles song Now and Then. For sure. So
wait, no, sing it.
I don't know it like that. I know. I should be better about that. I would.
I do know of the Beatles. Okay.
Here I'll do this just because it is important for you to hear, and realistically, matter of fact, go ahead, name out some Beatles songs that you do know.
I cannot give you a name, but I know I can sing them.
Go ahead, give me one. Give me one riff. One riff.
Actually, I lied.
That was beautiful. That was the best song, you guys. You were serenaded by Jasmine, Jazzy.
I lied. I'm so sorry. I lied to my audience.
You lied to the audience, and the audience sat there.
I'm pretty sure if you played a song, like I can.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh yeah.
That gotta be the song
that
I
song.
heard. Yeah.
I know that song.
I 100% will play it for you because I just want you to hear
copyright. Strike our
1000% gonna block this out. There's a lot of things we could do. I'll show you.
Pull up some lyrics.
Some lyrics? Nah. We're gonna play the song. Okay. We ain't scared.
We ain't never scared.
But we, the less we say why play, then we can like bleep it out. You know what I mean?
Wait, this might be embarrassing.
No, just 2 seconds.
Who did?
2 seconds.
No. Okay, go ahead.
This is the Now and Then.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're gonna edit that. We're gonna start from when I started it and then right to the end. That's gonna be beautiful. But anyways, that right there.
Look, if I'm wrong, cut this out. Who did Here Comes the Sun? That was the first song I learned on the guitar.
Here, we're gonna play it for you. So.
Was it by the Beatles?
Yeah.
Okay. So
no,
yeah.
I thought you was asking like which artist, because sometimes it's different artists that writes the songs.
Let me double check this.
I'm gonna play it for you.
Okay, yeah.
I say
that
all
was
of
the
that
first
to
song
say.
I learned on the guitar.
Hey,
Fun fact.
Go ahead, hit the Beatles. One of my favorite songs. But let's go ahead and get into it. So it's a song called Now and Then. That song was created by an AI. And
which song?
Now and Then.
Oh, that one. Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it was. Like I said,
how so?
I can sit here and pretend like I knew this all along, but I learned this at the Grammys. It was a song that was made by the Beatles. It became the first song produced with the help of artificial intelligence to be nominated for the Grammys. It's crazy, right? So let's go ahead and take that in consideration to all you artists that's out there who are scared or having writer's block. I guess it's okay to use AI. I guess, and I don't mean crossover like Alan. I mean, go ahead, get that Ardo and just grab a pen and pad or copy and paste and get to a studio like Envion. We might have to bleep that out if they don't want that.
But they do not want to be associated with us.
They don't want to be associated with they were like, no, we need real artists. They had the lights of juice.
Especially with the story
here.
I have for you.
Let's go ahead and move on quick. So that was beautiful. That was just something nice to learn. It's always cool to learn stuff, And We can go ahead and just say like the Lifetime Achievement Award. You know, the ceremony honored legends like Prince, The Clash, Frankie Valli, and with the that was with the Lifetime Achievement Awards. And then like I'm just kind of like jumping past it. You know, we also gonna do the 100-year-old former U.S. president. They gave like they honored him. What's his name? Jimmy Carter. That was pretty cool. Okay. And pretty much everything was swept by Kendrick Lamar. Everything else was the typical white shit.
Good on you, Kenny.
Yeah, man, we love you, Ken. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Kung Fu Kenny, mustard! You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers out here
scream that
tweaking.
Now.
I'm just saying, like, I will leave the club with a headache because of this shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, so before we get into, because I want to hear one of your stories, before we get right into that, let's go ahead and talk about the TikTok situation. So TikTok had a moment, right? We all thought TikTok was for the exit. And then it had a re-entry.
Kaput.
Now, hey, I'm not going to lie. I got a career on TikTok. When I heard it was going to get deleted, I was pissed. But something told me not to delete it. So, did you hear about this? Were you on the planet Earth when TikTok was threatening us? Which they did it.
For sure.
For like 11 hours.
I was definitely there.
You were there. Mm-hmm. And how did you feel about your TikTok being banned? Or permanently deleted.
I was very blasé about it.
It wasn't permanent, but it was blasé blah. You didn't care?
I was like, okay.
You had some of the... Jazzy has some of the best TikTok videos. FYI.
I think they're bangers.
They're hard.
I think they're bangers, but...
Yeah.
That's just
look, go ahead, shout your TikTok out. Shout your TikTok out. While we're
definitely
here.
Not.
Oh, it's okay. I'm going to just put it...
definitely needs some work.
We're going to go ahead and put that right... Let's see.
No, we're not.
Right here.
Don't do that.
That's where we're going to put our TikTok at. All the socials. Matter of fact, we're going to put one right here. Well, that's too far. We're going to put one right here, somewhere over here. It's just going to pop up all over the place.
Oh, my God.
And then it's going to be cool as hell.
Let's not put it in the places that he said place him. That would be funnier.
Hey.
It would be funnier that way.
I got, you know what I'm saying? I got the liberty to do so. So anyway, so you heard about it. That's cool.
Yeah.
And you didn't really
apparently
feel much.
People were on the app as it, like,
deleted.
Yeah, I guess you can say.
So did
everything
they
just went black.
So did they go black? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did they disappear? Like, did their soul evaporate the moment the app went away? See, here's the thing about social network. Huh?
A lot of people were scared.
I see that. The uproar was ridiculous. Here's the thing about social media. We don't need to live off of it. And it's cool to see things like people are using TikTok to learn how to do shit. Let's start here.
Ooh,
all of this DIY, what is it? DIY?
DIY, do it yourself. I really enjoyed TikTok. Before when I first made my account, I definitely doom scrolled. A lot of juicy memes on TikTok emerged on there. Also, it was also really, really helpful for like planning dates,
Lord.
Out with friends. You can things to do in Chicago, things to do in Dallas, whatever. And I found a lot of great places, to go to.
I mean, yeah,
and I was really bummed about. I was like, damn, like where am I gonna get my rest? Where am I gonna find my lounges? What am I gonna do?
You can use TikTok for those reasons. I'm not against those type of things. I get it. But what I'm getting at is, it's just like the reaction, when TikTok was going to go away. Everybody was so sick to their stomach. They was ready to sit here and, go to, what is the other one? Thriller, or whatever. They was ready to go to Thriller.
Do not go to Triller.
Triller. They was ready to go to Triller.
It is owned by this man named Ryan Kavanaugh. And
see, this is why we got the podcast.
One of my favorite podcast hosts has a beef with him.
Yeah? Oh. Hey, we here for the Pod Wars. I don't know much about Pod Wars, but what I can tell you is that I'm ready and I'm in it. We're going to go ahead and make sure that happens. But yeah, so.
Ooh, I hope he does not sue me. He is so
he's
so happy.
He's so happy for saying his name. Oh, man, you shouldn't have got famous, buddy.
He was the host of the podcast I listened to, he was in he's pretty sure several lawsuits with this man, which he won because he's an idiot. So don't go to Triller, whatever it's called.
Well, one thing I could tell you, because I saw all the rappers advertise Triller and all of that stuff.
A lot of them didn't agree to it.
What, the rappers?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure something like that. There was an issue,
and it looked like that. I'm gonna be real with you. It really looked like that they were sitting there and they were kind of forced to do it. Like they wanted to be like, yo, you know,
or it was like
just
a
go ahead and switch over.
Thing.
But they were saying switch over. So like it was like Yachty. Yachty was like, go ahead and switch over to Triller, yada yada. And I'm just like, Yachty, man, I ain't doing nothing, bro.
It's probably definitely
I'm not
paid.
going to an app that already existed before this existed, and obviously we wanted to go to TikTok. But anyways, I say all that to say it was crazy because we need to calm down as a collective. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of it. So I personally believe. Well, actually, let's get into this before I go into what I believe because it don't really matter. You know, influencer and small business they relied on TikTok for like their visibility, the revenue. You know, so when that happened, everybody was uncertain. You know, and we weren't really understanding why. You know, unless you was into watching the news, which most of us aren't. You know, it's 2025 and we're doomed as a society. So, you know, but there, you know, various governments they was like all had a concern about TikTok ownership, you know, because it was by China. And you know how China is. You know, they got big feet. You know, they got big feet. So when they leave their print somewhere.
You know what they say about big feet.
You know what I mean? They were a big size. You know? But anyways, but like at the end of the day, they you know, it was just a big debate about the company, you know. And the government, they didn't like to have this argument because it was mostly about censorship and, you know, all of these regulations that, like, let's say Instagram or X is dealing with right now because it's in the States. And if you look on there, it is blatantly porn now. Anyways, but let's get to it because TikTok was trying to not have that happen.
Porn and like right-wing propaganda.
Right-wing propaganda, and it still is to this day. But, you know, the strategic response was TikTok made efforts to increase the transparency, such as opening transparency centers and pledging to store data locally to alleviate national security concerns. We don't give a fuck about any of that. We care about the TikTok algorithms. When I click this goddamn video and it got Kanye West big titty girl, I want to see more big titties. That's all it means.
Give me them juicy memes.
That's
and
it.
them juicy boobies.
That's it. That's all. They made it so complicated.
People think I'm gay as
Hey, it's okay. You straight?
I am.
All right, for sure. Jazzy is straight. I'm straight.
I want to see them boobies.
But we want to see them boobies. Ain't no but for me, but she wants to see them boobies. You know I want to see the boobies. That was the first thing I said on the podcast, wasn't it?
And the Chihuahuas. I follow a lot of Chihuahua accounts.
Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
I love Chihuahuas. But yeah, so let's go ahead. So yeah, that happened, and like I said, there was a lot of complaints about it. You had creators that were dealing with that situations, and so it was like a lot of legal and like ethical situations that were, you know, pretty much the argument. So TikTok decided, let's go, and what ended up happening, they came back.
Yeah,
so here we are.
They did.
Now we're back.
Yeah, you know? And they gave their props to Trump.
Yeah, they gave their props to Trump. Hey, Trump.
Donald Trump.
Let's talk about it. We're gonna go ahead and give Trump a round of applause for being the poster child, the
poster child,
the
face,
the donkey, the waste of time. Shout out to Trump. We're gonna go ahead and get that to him. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into a story. Jazz, this is gonna be Jazz story time right here.
Jazzy read it.
Cameras, let's go ahead. We're gonna focus on Jazz. She gonna go ahead and give us one of our stories, and you're just gonna sit here and listen.
Oh no.
And enjoy and don't judge. What is it? We listen
and we don't judge.
Sigh.
Words to live by.
Words to live by.
I really need.
Have it.
Okay. So I'm gonna definitely need a theme song. Please and thank you. So hello. So today, so I have a story for you. So, how long have you been on Reddit? Are you a big Reddit user?
I'm a Reddit user.
Okay.
But I don't think I use it for what you're. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, I've been on Reddit for a long time.
Know what I'm talking about.
I've been on Reddit for a long time.
Yeah.
And then with that, you come across a lot of like insane stories. They say that Reddit is like the front page of the internet, so it literally has everything on there. Anything you can think of, you will probably find it on Reddit. And then that also includes people that just overshare, which I love. I'm here for it. We're
only here to see that in black and white. We don't like people who overshare in person. That's just
really.
I hate that personally. You could overshare, But overshare something that's not important. Like, I don't want to know about
something
what
like
happened.
tragic.
Yeah, like, bro, I don't know your great granddaddy, mama, sisters.
It is, yeah. Especially because I'm really, really bad at like consoling people.
I feel like I'm good.
I'll just be like, damn.
People. I just don't want to.
I'm so sorry.
Look, and to everybody that I consulted, I promise you, I love you, and I meant every word that I said. But in that moment, I probably didn't want to say I said it, so that's how you know I love you. Go ahead. Jack.
Okay, so anyway, what I was leading to.
Yeah.
So Reddit, there will be some people that will share some wild stories on Reddit. One of them in particular is never, like, I think about it like once a year at least, maybe twice. It's so insane. So this guy shared a story, and it's technically an AMA, which is an Ask Me Anything thread. Okay. People, they introduce themselves and they allow people to ask questions. Okay. So I have one for you. Okay. And this one is this one is 13 years old.
This is what we here for, y'all.
This is 13 years old. And the fact that it still like comes across my mind, it's gotta be insane, right? So the title of it says, IAMA, man who had sexual relationship with his mother. And he put in quotation marks, probably not safe for work. Yeah, I would think so. So this man had sexual relations with his mother. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty.
Okay, get into the nit and grits.
Okay.
Ooh, y'all weren't ready for this. I told y'all.
So he starts off saying, when I was in my teens, I had a sexual relationship with my mother. I think that we would both characterize the experience as positive. Please feel free to ask anything, but I will not discuss anything that will reveal my identity. Right. Recently, my mom and I spoke with a researcher that is studying examples of infest.
By the way,
I don't know.
Do your best detective work and figure out what we talking about.
I don't know if it's okay for me to say this word.
We're going to figure that out by next
let's just call it infest.
As a matter of fact, guardian angel. Is that one of the words we can use? Can we use the word infest? No. We don't know. So
I think infest is more appropriate. Yeah. A lot of infestations going on in Alabama, some would say.
Yeah, a lot. They love them bugs. I'm tell you that much.
Okay, so
they got
recently,
bit by the bug, the infest bug. Bring them over here.
Hell no.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Recently, my mom and I spoke with a researcher that is studying examples of infest that were not traumatic. He is preparing a paper on the subject. I am not an advocate for infest. For whatever reason, it worked for us. Don't use my experience as a template. I'm here to relate my experience, not debate infest as a subject. Okay?
Okay, all right. We got you, buddy. Like, get to it. We want to know.
So like I said, it's an AMA, so people had a ton of questions, of course, right?
I would imagine. I got questions already, and I ain't heard the story
yet. Okay. So someone asked, how was the first time? Okay, first of all, I need to preference it.
Go ahead.
So this guy, what led to him having an incestual relationship with his mother? Somehow he broke both of his arms
while doing
he was what's the word? Incapacitated.
He was drunk.
No, he was not able to function as a normal human being because he had no function of both of his arms.
His arms was unfunctional.
Yeah, they were in casts.
So he
couldn't do anything.
He was handicapped. But he couldn't get the handicap, huh?
But he couldn't do the little handy dandy. So his mom realized, he was becoming more depressed,
right?
More anxious. Right. They're just like, what's going on with him? He used to be so bubbly, Right. And then his parents came to the conclusion they know exactly what it was.
Right.
And this guy admitted that he would twice a day.
To his mom?
No.
Just in general?
In general.
Twice a day?
In his bed, in his own comfort of his room, he would twice a day.
With the cast going?
No.
So he can't?
This is
So
prior.
he's
now he went from twice a day to 0.
Withdrawal. Got it.
He's going through withdrawal.
Been there.
And his parents
you
caught
ever been to like
this.
a Christian camp? Go through withdrawals at Christian. Go ahead.
Oh.
Because you don't want God to. Go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So his mother walks into the room and she says, son, I think I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Would you like for me to help you?
Oof, my Lord, mercy, Jesus
He
Christ.
said the blood rushed to his ears, and he said, yes.
The blood rushed to his ears. He wanted this.
He wasn't sure if she meant what he thought she meant, but that's exactly what she meant.
Wait, the apple don't fall far from the tree. I don't even think I said that right, but it doesn't fall that far.
And so she would assist him. Mm-hmm. She would assist him doing the handy dandy.
Like, let me give you a hand, son. You're handsome. Bars. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I feel like there's a better word for this. Bananas.
Nanners. You know what I'm saying? She gave him the banana split. Look,
so,
go ahead. If there's more.
It went beyond the handy dandy.
Okay. Oof.
It went on to be full on intermorse.
Do we have an owl? I don't think I got the sound effects for owl, but
further than that.
That is wild. Okay.
So this person asked a bunch of questions. And he answered them in, this little paragraph. And he goes, well, the first time we had intercourse, I was lying in bed getting oral from her. In the middle of it, she stopped.
The conversation, like, how do you say this? How do you type this?
Dude.
Sick.
She stopped, climbed up my body, pulled her panties aside, and sat on me.
Go ahead.
She was wearing a long t-shirt. She told me not to cum. I feel so bad for reading this. I am so sorry. She told me not to cum, and she rolled me for about a minute.
Look. All right. I gotta get control.
She then.
Oh, go ahead. I want to hear it though. I do.
Finished me with her mouth.
Oof.
My head was spinning. Sometimes it was discussed at the table, but not with my dad around. I would never tell anyone I know. All
right, so let's. Whew. Okay, it's hot in here now. Like, not hot in the way that y'all think. It's hot.
Someone
like
replied,
it's uncomfortable.
Don't you hate it when girls tell you not to cum, especially parents? They're the worst about it.
This is what I was here for. I need to know. Give me like 3 more comments because I'm curious. I need to know what else. Because it got to be some wild.
He did not lose his virginity to his mom.
Wait, stop. That's a comment?
They asked, did he lose his virginity to his mom? He said, no, I had sex with a girlfriend at first.
Boy, you lost your virginity to your mama, boy. Stop lying, boy. I don't know why you
That's a lot of people are speculating.
Like the way you wrote that down, you wrote that like that was like your first experience, bro. I remember the first time you know what I mean? Well, if I explain that to y'all right now, I'm going to be out of character. You know what I mean? Back to Shy News.
Well, he said he didn't tell anybody. Mm-hmm. But like, imagine if he found this out. I will call I'm snitching. I'm telling. I'm telling on your parents. I'm telling on them.
I mean, it's more than that, boy.
I'm telling.
We're going to have to just go ahead and just get the whole village to come down with some pitchforks and some flame torches and some tikis and shit. And we're going to bring the over there. We're going to scare the black out of you. They black? Of course. That was a dumb question, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My name's Shy Newsom. I sometimes ask dumb questions. You're speculating?
I'm speculating. I have no idea what the ethnicity of this person is.
I'm going to keep it real. He ain't black. I can tell you that
they
much.
Ain't like us.
Ain't no mother, no black mama saying that to their child. Lord have mercy, that's blasphemy. But if somebody,
how long does it take for your arm to heal?
Obviously too long.
Oh, I think our sound guy got disgusted and he
See, I told you it was gonna happen eventually. Hey, all right.
I warned them.
Give me one more.
I warned them.
All right, give me one more comment. Give me one more comment.
Okay, wait. My thing is, how long does it take to like heal an arm?
Heal an arm?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
I'm
going
arm
all
before.
in.
I don't remember.
I don't care how injured I am.
It like he could wait.
You see this right here? You see this injury, y'all? Look, I got an injury right here on my finger. And here's the thing. I was right at it. Like, you couldn't tell me shit. What you mean?
Ew.
Just start making peace with stuff. You know what I mean?
Lucky you didn't get into, like, infection.
Infection. All right, see. Now we're taking steps. All right, but look, give me one more comment. Then we got to move on.
We got to move on. We getting
towards the end. We getting towards.
All right, so someone asked a bunch of questions. Should I go through like the questions that this person asked? It's about 10 of them, and then he goes on to answer some of them.
Give me.
I'll give you. Okay.
The best.
So they asked, did you ever kiss? Was anything clearly off limits? How did your relationship with your mom change? Was there any jealousy issues when started dating? How was interactions with your dad and your sister? Yeah. And then he goes on to answer. He said,
"Oh Lord, that
once
face
again,
I'm
so
y'all.
sorry. I'm so sorry, sound guy.
Y'all.
Cover your ears.
Don't cover your ears, y'all. This is what y'all here
he
for,
said,
I guess.
We had kissed when climaxing.
Are we talking about the mama again?
We talking about the mama.
We talking about the first.
We had kissed when climaxing. It was weird.
For sure.
So it rarely happens. That drew the line. That drew the line.
And he answered that. Is the craziest part.
And he said,
the craziest part is that y'all feel confident enough to actually go out of your way to say shit like this on Reddit.
It is anonymous. It is anonymous. It's a throwaway account. So
we gonna find you, and we gonna be anonymous when we find you. We gonna have to lock you up for that one, brother. You know,
under the jail.
We hope you white. Get that 100%. Hey, we love white people too. We love all races. You know what I'm saying? We love our white people. But y'all know what's going on.
But y'all know.
Come on.
He said, yes, respected her authority. She never rewarded or threatened with sex. There was no jealousy from her. It happened in my room and her room. No close calls. No dates. No special presents.
Lord
mind you, all of that still happens after he healed.
Lord have mercy.
His arms are fine.
Y'all, I don't need no assistance. Look, in a relationship, bro, like, look, I done had situations like this while I'm in a relationship, and then, you know, your girl want to try to, you know, they back in the day used to get in trouble for doing this shit. Now, you know, the girls are more open about this. It's like, oh, let me help you, or let me find a video for you, or whatever. Get the out the room. This is between me and my damn laptop and my search categories. Okay, like I don't need your help.
You're like that guy from Scary Movie,
the
guy
in the
in the wheelchair. He was like, no, I can do it myself.
Oh yeah, hey, that was wild. That was the best Scary Movie. Let's throw that out. All right. So let's see. So we are at the final quarter of our podcast. So give me one more, and then we're gonna have to move on.
Okay. Here's another comment I just think is funny. Someone says, love how kissing was too weird, but your mom's lips around your schlong was totally normal.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
And then he goes, I don't know if this is him because he deleted the account. I can't see the name. But he says kissing is a more intimate act than just ducking. Like the girls in Amsterdam, they won't make out with you, but you can stick your pee-pee in them for a price.
Sir, those services are everywhere, okay? This isn't something that you're teaching us. You're not teaching us anything. We know about this.
There are some edits to the story that I can read off, and then we can
okay. Go ahead.
We can be done with the story. Let's see. No. We don't want any dead air.
And the crazy part is, y'all, this is Reddit. Like, you can find this information just by searching on Reddit.
Yeah, for sure. It's on there. This was on December 28th. I'm assuming this happened in like 2012. He said, I'm happy to continue answering questions if any are posted. I'm going through the AMA now and trying to cover it. To clear up one thing that people may have been commenting about, my father and sister did not have a sexual relationship. Like I said, my sister was not wired that way. Plus, I did bring this up with my mom as our sexual relationship progressed. She said that my dad wasn't I treated, I don't know, this must have been a typo, and that my sister certainly wouldn't want to be involved. She said that my dad was jealous of the relationship that mom and I had, but that he harbored no lustful thoughts towards my sister. There was no reason for my mom to lie to me about that back then. It certainly would have made the sneaking around a lot easier when my sister was at the house.
The fact that y'all comfortable writing this Bro, like, what is going on? Are we okay? Like,
it's anonymous.
Say anonymous one more time, bro. Look, y'all need God. Y'all need guidance. I'm not trying to force religion upon y'all, but I'm forcing something down y'all, bro.
Something must be forced.
Something, bro.
Something must happen.
Something is happening. And look, God bless to the man that had the courage to have his arm broken and get whacked off by his OG.
There has to be some type of trauma.
That is trauma.
It has to definitely affect some parts, some aspects of your life.
How old was he?
He was a teen.
See what I'm saying? Now that's
another thing.
That's y'all. All right, we're gonna bleep that out.
That's another thing. What are we talking teen?
See what I'm saying?
So your mom's a pedophile.
She's a pedophile. Look, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. We're gonna go ahead and I just want to talk about something real quick. And it really is about what I do when I'm bored as hell and I'm on YouTube. And little do y'all know, YouTube have this thing where it's like a hole, you fall down that bitch, you ain't getting out easily.
Ooh, I love falling down a good rabbit hole.
You need a friend to throw you a rope. So let's just say 2 days ago, right? Mm-hmm. I was on YouTube and I was really doing research on the TikTok situation. Somehow the TikTok situation went into the drones situation. And then the drone situation well, all the drones that were flying, they were flying over some city. Mm-hmm. And, everybody was watching it. And even Trump spoke about it, saying like, oh, we know why they're there. And I don't know why we're not telling anybody. And all type shit. So like, I went down the rabbit hole anyways. I didn't know how I ended up there, really, because I'm pretty sure I didn't click on something that had UFO. It was like one of those situations where the video over and then you got to skip. I don't watch. I hate advertisements, so I'm a.
You don't pay for YouTube Premium?
Y'all see this? This right here is called melanin. All right.
What is that? No, do not.
Means I'm good to dodge shade. So look, I was doing research.
Now we need to talk about this.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna need you to get YouTube Premium.
All right, so like
it is so worth it.
It is if that's what you live off of. I don't live off YouTube.
I was watching a guy on YouTube, and he was doing a reaction to another video, right? So he's reacting, and then an ad pops up on the video. You're going to make a React channel and you don't pay for YouTube Premium?
See, look, you got, I see all the streamers, the rich-ass streamers, they don't pay for YouTube Premium either. But look, here's the thing. If I pay for YouTube Premium, I'm going to end up watching videos after videos after video. Once I hit that ad,
you know what?
It's going to knock me off.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. I do have a YouTube addiction.
Yeah. Y'all see this right here? This is called an intervention.
We need
Y'all
to
didn't even know I was doing that.
We need to do some research on this. There needs to be...
I got you. I got you. So what ended up happening?
About that rabbit hole.
I ended up going like, so the government, right? The government, the big G. Mm-hmm. So the big G's was like, let me go ahead and disclose all of the UFO sightings. Mm-hmm. These are all the UFO sightings that you've heard about, though. So when you get into it, don't be like, oh my God, I need to see some new shit. You're not going to see some new shit. Okay? You're going to drive yourself crazy, because I did. And I went looking, and then I just started, first of all, I'm late. They're not UFOs. They UAPs. Cool. Whatever. Tomatoes. I hate tomatoes on my sandwiches anyways. So the first thing I realized when I was looking on there, it's very controversial. So like all of these like alien occurrences are happening kind of within this time frame. Like really like 2024, 2025, we've consistently heard about UAP sightings or whatever. Now, some of the sightings that we're dealing with are the sightings that happen.
Why are we changing the acronym? Is UFO, is that canceled now?
I guess,
Is that an offensive term?
I mean, it's just because we got drones now. You may not be able to tell what type of drone that is. And maybe that's an unidentified flying object. And people are going to take that not to the literal fact. They're going to take that and say it's an alien. And
I think,
in terms, it's like, no, maybe, it's just a flying object that we cannot identify. But anyway, to jump back in, like I said, these things happen already, but within the last 2 years, from 23 to here, damn near, like we've been seeing the same occurrence happen. So I believe in UFOs, UAPs. Let's just get there. Let's get that out the way. Let's just go ahead and get past that. I believe in it. I'm the conspiracy guy. All right. We're not going to deep dive into it, but let's deep dive into it for 2 seconds. So you heard about the TikTok UFO?
Maybe.
Okay, so like the Tic Tac UFO is the one with the U.S. Navy. So pretty much what happened, a UFO encounter happened with the U.S. Navy pilot, right? And on his radar, the team had tracked this like mysterious object that was on the coast of California. So it was shaped like a Tic Tac mint, right? So
so you literally meant Tic Tac.
No, I meant that. That was the name of the incident. Like if you look into the Black Book, it's going to be called the Tic Tac incident. Okay. But that's what it looked like. So it maneuvers the speeds like right? All that's right.
Yeah.
So it's doing that. They making those reports. Now it's 2004 when this is happening. So what you think they said? Man, get off that, bro. You're doing too much drugs. So like it got pushed into the Black Books. Now, what was this? This was last year. 2024, they finally start talking about these things. And it kind of just been getting a lot of controversy. A lot of people are still, because the argument is, where are the new videos, right? I'm going to ask you guys and I'm going to ask you, do you need actual footage of UFO to know they exist? When all of these files that we heard about from back in the day, because I can go back from like the Phoenix lights, that's from like back in 97. You know, we was 3 years old. We weren't even, you know what I mean? And then we got stuff all the way from like 1980s. So like, with all of that happening, I'm trying to understand, do we really need a visual? Like, we need something to happen in front of us to believe in aliens? I'm asking y'all, but I'm also asking you.
So you're saying if we had never seen anything in the sky?
Yeah. I mean, technically we haven't, right? Because if we have, we would know.
I mean, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think you need something there.
What would it take?
What would it take?
Yeah.
For someone to be a believer?
Yeah, like Trump got to get like abducted and then taken to Mexico or something. Like what got to happen?
I don't think there's a lot of people out there that don't believe that there's something out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think the majority of people believe that there's some life form outside of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe that too, because once you start having these conversations, people aren't as apprehensive as they was back in the day. When you bring it up, like they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But like, realistically,
I think what they have an issue with is the idea of aliens, like their idea of what they look like.
Yeah.
You know?
That part.
Like I think
part.
I had that issue too.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe there's life form outside of us, but I don't think it's what you envision.
Yeah.
You know?
So you don't think they're like humanoids? You think they're gray? Think they got a little beanie head, big old eyes, glossy skin?
They could just be born. Just like they probably just look like us.
White or black?
You know, that's a good question.
Valid question. Like,
that's a good question.
You know?
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
No.
Maybe they have different variations of like skin tones.
Yeah.
It probably not like ours. Probably not, you know, the browns.
Yeah.
I
hope.
Maybe they are green.
I mean, yeah, technically, what
to
all my brothers out there that
no
do their research, you know how they say our skin was green back in the day, and then the sun hits it. What happens when sun hits iron? It turns what?
Ooh.
Brown.
Ooh.
But let's go ahead and get back to what we were saying. No, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I truthfully don't know. They could possibly look like humans. They could possibly look like aliens from the movies. You know, like elongated backs.
You might look a little distorted up there.
Yeah, you think so? You got to, right? Because it's like different.
There's no
pressure.
gravity.
Yeah. See.
No oxygen.
Yeah.
Fucking freezing. Excuse my language.
Yeah. But you know, I think we don't honestly need to see that too.
So maybe
Just
you do
believe
gotta look a little ugly to live up there.
But then come on, man. We got who? Come on, it's
I'm
having
a revelation.
We got designer, bro. That's the closest thing we got to an alien. So like,
stupid.
What do we need in our face for us to be like, you know what? Aliens exist, because it doesn't take that much for me to be convinced. Like,
a lot of people are more convinced that there are aliens below us.
Man,
in the ocean.
Look, man, you talking
how
to
much
a real
of the
black
ocean
brother.
have we explored?
By,
I think they
by
said
a black man.
I think that said we've only explored.
I'm probably lying.
How
There's
much?
probably
I need
like
to
some
Google
black
this.
man that created something.
I want to say 90, but it's probably less than that.
Look, I know we didn't explore all of the ocean, especially me. So, you know, I'm good for swimming all on that. No, you got that.
Humans have explored about 20% of the ocean.
20%?
Leaving the remaining 80% uncharted.
We only give like 20% of energy into anything anyway, so that makes sense. That makes sense. The other 80% is left to luck and, you know, whatever happens by the universe. But I just wanted to ask that question. That was a quick one. I just wanted to know, like, what would it really take? Like, do we have to see somebody get abducted in our own face, or like, does it have to happen on national TV? Does it have to be breaking news, or like, can we just believe the government when they're telling us stories that they said wasn't true back in those days, and now they're coming out to say it's true? You know, like,
well, it's hard to believe the government.
Excuse me. Yeah, you're correct. I personally believe some of the shit they say. But it could be a lie. It can all be a lie. You know, we can sit here and pretend like we understand what the government's true intentions are, but we don't know shit.
I would love to see an abduction.
Yeah, abduction.
There's the funniest SNL skit about abduction.
Really?
With Ryan Gosling.
Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Check it out.
Okay. I thought you were gonna give me the rundown. No, I definitely. Check
I mean,
out.
I can give you the synopsis where like a couple of these people got abducted, and they're being interviewed by the FBI, I'm assuming. And then like a lot of these people, they're just like, oh my God, when I was abducted, it was beautiful. I saw this beautiful light.
Yeah.
You know, and like they like gently placed me back down to earth, and I just feel so enlightened or whatever. And then there's this one woman, and she goes, yeah, no, that was not my experience. She was like, they dropped my ass on the damn roof.
They drugged me through
they had me sit down on this stool, and there was just a line of the aliens, and they were taking turns just batting my boobs.
Slapbox.
She was like, and there was one alien, and I'm pretty sure he was the lookout because he kept looking like over his shoulder by the door.
Shit, hurry up, before they come. Shit, the government coming.
One of the funniest SNL skits. I highly recommend watching it.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna ask about like, I'm gonna ask you, because are you in a relationship? Would you like to talk about your relationship status, or that could be a no? You can say no.
I can talk about it.
You can say no. Okay, I put her on the spot, y'all. I'm sorry.
Really no, you did kind of give me a heads up.
I did give you a heads up, but I had to make it look good for the camera. So, you know, I want to ask you these questions. I'm not in a relationship, y'all. So my advice, you probably don't want to listen to it, but it might be the best advice you heard. But I'm gonna ask you these questions now. I'm gonna give you a little reason why I'm asking it, but I'm gonna ask you like the deep questions.
What if they're like the craziest questions, and then like the video ends with us like just boxing it out?
Let's go ahead and get into this. So let's just ask. I'm gonna ask you. So you say you are in a relationship. Congratulations.
I am actually engaged.
She's engaged. I was waiting for her to say that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know. By the way, I know I said yo. Blah, 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 blah. This is my co-host. This is my best friend, y'all. 10 plus, y'all. Come on. So we're going to go ahead and give myself a round of applause. I don't know if we hear it, but we hope we hear it type things, you know. But at the end of the day, I love this girl, man. And I
love you too, Timmers.
Thank you. And I love, you know, love. You know.
I
love love. And, you know, I probably was the most happiest for you. You know, I was the most surprised too.
You guys
I was cooking for everybody. I got only one other best friend. Her name Karina, and like Karidi,
shout out.
You know, shout out Karidi. You know what I mean? We all took it in at the same time. Pause. But like it was a great experience. You know, and I was just like, okay, yeah, that's what's up.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I'm a woman. Like a grown woman.
You're a whole woman.
Crazy.
All right. So let me ask you this question then. What do you value most in a relationship?
What I value most in a relationship? Friendship.
Okay. We're going to speed through this. We're going to speed through this. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So I only asked you that because when you are in a relationship, you know, it's important to know what you value, because whether or not some people, they like to value others, and none of that matters. You have to learn to value yourself. So like value isn't a number either, you know. A lot of people want to put value like, oh yeah, no, they're very, very valuable. What do you mean by that? Like, and you shouldn't allow somebody to tell you these things, you know. You should be telling yourself that, because when somebody meets you, what are they getting?
Because I think I'm raw as fuck.
Go ahead, get that shit. Speak that shit.
I think I'm raw. And I think he's really lucky to have me.
Yeah. You heard that. All right. So, we're going to, like I said, we're going to speed through this.
Okay.
So what do you need most during the time of stress? I told you I'm
what I need
right
most in the time of stress?
Y'all. Yeah.
Ooh.
We're going to see what she says.
In a time of stress. Honestly.
Go ahead. Speak that. This is what we're here for.
Honestly, with somebody that deals with anxiety, there's nothing that would help me in a time of stress.
We all know what we was looking for.
Leave me alone. Well, you can be there. Just shut the fuck up.
Just get the fuck out.
And let me handle my emotions.
Oh, so you're like one of those. You're a clamor. Let me
I am
deal
a
with
Cancer.
This myself. You are a Cancer.
Yeah.
One thing I know about you Cancers, you're very emotional, but very loving and respectable people. I say that because my mom's a Cancer and she's gonna listen. So, anyways, so what's the best memory you have with Is that a deep question? Is that you're not okay? Cool. What's like one of your best memories you had with your significant other, your fiance?
One of my best memories?
Yeah.
Probably like our first date.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
What happened?
Real cute.
What happened?
I was really nervous. We went to Portillo's. We went to Portillo's and we had a double date, which made it even more scarier because I had to meet his friend and his friend's girlfriend at the same time.
All at once.
Shit. Very nerve-wracking.
Nervous as hell.
So nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I felt like I was being really lame because I have crazy social anxiety or whatever, but apparently it turned out okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
good.
then, dropped me off at the house.
Oh, you're really being a gentleman. Let me drop you off at the house.
And then we got our first
I told y'all I ain't that,
y'all. That and maybe like when we first met in college.
Yeah.
Where he was part of a friend group of like one of my friends or whatever, one of her friend groups or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were at the table in the lunchroom and we were just like naming out like our favorite bands. And then like, where I was like, oh, my favorite bands are like Periphery and like the Contortionists and stuff like that. He was like, oh my God, me too.
Yeah. FYI, y'all, we love all music. Like
we're gonna get into that one day.
We're gonna get into that next part. Like y'all can't hold us down. Y'all can't pin us in a box. I'm a musician.
It's Black
she
History
loves
Month,
music.
so I would actually love to get into like Black figures in the alternative community.
Let's dedicate a part to that. We can do that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that because I know a lot and you know a lot, and I think our people and people who are just now listening, are gonna be like, you know what, we didn't know that. So
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how people didn't know that we were like literally the pioneers.
Everything.
We're the pioneers.
Blues, rock and roll,
metal,
punk, metal, everything.
Yeah.
So wait, so I'm gonna go ahead. So that was the questions I wanted to ask because I do find your relationship very important, and your relationship is important to me.
Thank you.
And I wanted that to be addressed on our first podcast and when everybody sees us, because we are very beautiful African Americans sitting right next to each other. I don't need y'all to be confused. My best friend is in love, and I love that.
I'm in love.
She's in love. So
I'm in love.
Go ahead. I was gonna bang on the table, but
I thought you were gonna come out with some heavy hitters with these questions.
No,
controversial. I would love to get into it.
It's the time because we only got 10 more minutes, so I wanted to be able to like.
I would love to get into the nitty gritty of it.
Trust me when I tell you.
I had a disagreement on Facebook about relationship stuff. Yeah.
Well, then we're gonna go ahead and get into that, but let me run through these quick things real quick. I'm gonna try to get this done within the 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna run through it, and then we could just bang the last 5 minutes out. Okay. So, as a black brother, as a black people here, we love our black people, okay? So we're going to support everybody that goes to jail and get the hell out. So we care about the cases, all right? Now, we're not talking about no Diddy cases. We're not talking about no Kells cases, you know what I'm saying? But we are going to step to the name of love. But I want y'all to understand that people are in situations, people get in situations, man, when it's too much money and you start loving all your people around you and then they end up putting you in the jam. So let's talk about it for 2 seconds. Now we're going to talk about the A$AP Rocky trial. Now that is the craziest thing I have been watching. Wait, we got to get through this fast, okay? So we got 10 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. A$AP Rocky.
He's in trouble?
Okay, so this is something that happened a while back. This happened in 2021. Now, this nigga don't remember shit.
2021.
Hey. Let's get
what's going on?
I got you. So in this case, ASAP Rocky is facing a felony assault charges over a alleged shooting incident in 2021. This is what I was talking about. It's this guy named Terrell Efron. We don't really want to call him by that. We're just gonna call him ASAP Relly because he big capping right now. Oh, really? So after that confrontation in Hollywood, Relly is accusing Rocky for firing a gun, which was a prop gun, I believe, but we're gonna see because it's all what we assume. We don't know anything.
01?
Huh?
This is all in 01?
This happened in 01, so this is all allegedly. So what happened was they said Rocky pulled out a gun and firing it at him, and then he claimed to be injured because you can't do nothing unless you show an injury. So the man went to the hospital right after, and he brought the bullet shells. But we're going to go ahead and push past that. So the status that's going on with that is the trial's going on with the prosecution already resting in the case, right? Crazy. Rocky defense argues that the gun involved was just a prop. Like I said earlier, it's a blank, so there's no real bullets in it. Now, you can still get some time off of that, or you can still get a little on the wrist. But the thing is, it's just like he's saying it's not a firearm, so he's declining the plea deal. He wants to go ahead and take that to the whole thing. A lot of people say go ahead and take the plea deal because it's real quick. We ain't gonna deal with it. You know what I mean? But as a brother, you're like, come on, man. How many times we gotta just sit down for 6 months, for a year to be innocent? Damn. But anyways, let's go ahead and move that. So like I said, the key issue is it real or is it not? That's what we're gonna find out. Like I said, this is all alleged, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about the YNW Melly. You know what I mean? Now we all know that man, he has some issues with his friends, you know what I'm saying? We know he like to kill friends. Now, we don't know if it happened, but we know he likes to rap.
Kill friends.
We don't know if it happened, but we know is that he loves to rap about it. So, my boy Case, he's accused of double murder of his friends. What's his name? Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie. That happened back in 2018. So that prosecution alleged Melly of staging deaths to look like a drive-by shootings, but in reality, they are saying allegedly, I believe that he did it. Okay, so the current status is the trial is still ongoing with both the prosecution and defense presenting evidence. Melly defense team claims he is innocent, denying any involvement in the murders. The issue with this situation is that YNW Melly orchestrated the murder, allegedly, and if evidence points directly to him or not, we don't know. So that is the situation. We pray for you, YNW Melly, because we love your music. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, who is this man, this skinny little man over here rapping with Kanye West? I don't know about him,
but free my man ASAP.
Free ASAP. But we're gonna free YNW Melly too. Melly too, because we don't want nobody in jail for no reason. So let's go ahead and talk about the Thugger trial. We're happy as hell. My boy Thugger. Let's say it one more time. Thugger. My boy got up out of jail. He got up out that jam, boy. He was. Now, I got people that live down south. Yeah. I know about Fulton County.
Really?
I'm trying to tell you, boy, when I tell you the races of the race, boy, they gonna dust your ass in the races of the race. Ooh, anyway, let's get right to it. Young Thug legal situation was the case. Young Thug Jeffrey Williams was charged in a massive RICO case, which is crazy, by the way, but we're going to get into that another day. So it was a RICO case that involved his record label, YSL Records, pretty much. He was accused of being part of this criminal organization involving gang activities, including murder, drugs, trafficking, and more, right? Really, really similar to the 6ix9ine situation. So the current status of it is that Young Thug, he accepted a plea deal. This is what I was talking about, like why we don't want ASAP Rocky to do, because now Thug got to be on probation for X amount of years. Like, this is ridiculous. But, the thing is, he's out. He was with his family for the holidays. That's what's ultimately is important. Like I said, we don't want to see these black men down. So let's go ahead and get into it. He accepted that plea deal. That was October 2024. The deal included a 5-year in prison. And with that was time served. He was already in prison. And so that means he's a free man, though he's under strict probation. So that's where they get you. For 10 years, he cannot enter the Atlanta metro area unless it's like some type of funeral or something, or for like some very important shit. Wow. So pretty much he has to literally he has to come out with like anti-violence presentation, avoiding contact with people that are known for being in the game, in the rap game. You tell me how that works. So the key issue is, let's just be real. So all right, that's that. I'm done with those topics. But I do want to say with Thug, man, we glad you out, even though we really wish you didn't take the plea deal because we want you to be a free man, but we also understand the circumstances. Yeah, for sure. As a black brother who's been in the system and I got up out the jam, you know what I'm saying, by the grace of God, I was 17 years old. I could have been stuck in there, man. You was stuck in there. You know what I mean? So the fact that you out and you with your family, we don't want to take that away from you. We just kind of wish that the system was set up this way. But we at the 5-minute mark. Let's go ahead and get into the exit of what we doing. I'm so happy we did this podcast. This is the new podcast, boy.
it. Oh my God.
Hell yeah. How you feel about it?
You know, I was really, as I said in the beginning, I was very nervous.
Yeah.
But it was chill. It was like how we just normally just, you know,
every day.
Just riff.
Yeah.
Just riff off of each other. Just, you know, shooting the shit.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
Yeah.
That's what I love to do. Shooting the shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I was just happy that we were able to do this together, and
this is an experience, and I can't wait. To do
and
more.
Jazzy, we then came up with so many things together.
We definitely need to work on our format. Probably.
We've got to work on our format.
I would definitely do more research.
I'm gonna get on her ass for the next one because I
told her
about these topics. Let's
maybe
start
if this like pops off.
Yeah.
You know,
wait, did you say you got a new job?
No, I'm saying this. I have a full-time job.
Boy, y'all, I was like, my best friend didn't tell me this. But no, okay,
not
for
yet.
Sure. Not yet, bro.
I have a full-time job, but if this like pops off,
I know,
I could make this
it. You know,
or maybe my part-time. I don't know.
What we are gonna do, we're gonna use everything to our advantage. We're gonna use every little thing that can help us. You know, we're gonna use the tools. A lot of times people like to
tools.
Was that not? Oh, that's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did he not teach us anything?
Kids, man. I done grew up watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I done watched my kids grow up watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So we're gonna go ahead and use all of our tools up out of our what is it called? Mousecatools. I know the song though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna sing the song for, you know, copyright reasons. We don't want no beef, Disney.
No beef with Mickey.
Nah, boy, we heard.
We don't want that. We want that Disney beef.
Nah, but he got that goofy. Stop playing, boy.
And you definitely don't want to mess with the Disney adults.
No, I'm good on those. But look, regardless, I'm glad we did this, man. We touched a lot of topics.
Fun.
And we had fun. You know, I think, you know, you look great on the camera. I think I look amazing on the camera.
You look so cool.
Okay.
I kept saying it. I was like, you look really good on camera.
I appreciate that.
You're natural.
But I think we look great on camera too. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap this up. How we going to wrap it up? Because it's called the new podcast. So we're going to be like, how we going to exit?
We're going to maybe we can talk on the name.
Talk on the name? You don't want to be the new podcast no more?
No, it's pretty cool.
But we got to have a way of saying it at the end. Like, because I come in, yo, this is the new podcast, and then at the end, new podcast. No, okay, well, let's just end it.
All right, y'all.
This
has been Jabby J, a.k.a. Spider, a.k.a. Jazzy.
Hey, speak that shit. A.k.a. Spider. You know, this your boy, Shy New. Your boy, Shy Nuisance. Your boy, Shy New Son. All above, Nuisance. You already know what it is, man. CPT time. You know, we always living by color people time.
Live by it.
We live by that. That's the label. That's the motive. We love y'all. Again, we going to see y'all. Well, I don't know. We probably gonna make this weekly, man. So they're gonna get our money out of us. We're gonna go ahead and use that. We probably gonna need a little bit more time than an hour.
I feel so sorry, sorry for you guys for all the like insane stories that I would have in store for you,
dipped, bro. He was like, I ain't trying to hear this no more.
He got out of that jail.
Out of the jail, bro.
I warned him.
You did warn him, but you know that's just a segment of our show. But we love it, you know, cause hey, y'all the one writing it. We trying to figure out why y'all. Look,
I didn't write it. Like you said.
She didn't write it.
I'm just
She's just the messenger.
I'm just the messenger.
You know what I mean?
Just letting you guys to be, to be aware.
Yes. And we want to go ahead and give a shout out to Envion, man. We do appreciate you guys allowing us to use your studio. Again, you're talking to Shy Nuisance, and we got Jazzy, aka Spider. Stop playing with us, man. Find us on the web, bye. Stop playing. But we're gonna go ahead and just set this up for a grand exit, man.
Grand exit.
Thank you, guys.
Let's do it.
We hope to see you again.
Bye.
Farewell, so long to you, my friend. All right.